Praise be to Jesus. At the Youth Synod press conference on October 20th, the issue of homosexuality was brought up again. Pro-gay Chicago Cardinal Blaise Supich, 69, who spoke of migration, poverty, and unemployment, said on homosexuality that a number of interventions at the Synod wanted to say something, but that was inclusive of everyone. And I think the final document should speak to everybody. Asked what he meant by welcoming and accepting homosexuals, Supich blathered that he wanted to take people where they are and walk with them. Cardinal John Rebet, 61, of Papua New Guinea, said on homosexuals that the final document should make everyone feel welcomed, adding, "No one should feel excluded. All people must feel at home in the church." Archbishop Peter Comensoli, 54, of Melbourne, avoided the question with a rhetorical counter-question. Aren't we all sinners? Aren't we all looking to be found by God, and being found by God, how we might then find our lives in Him? Well, to say, I just take this last piece here. Aren't we all sinners? Mixing in a serious sin and the serious sin of homosexuality, which God speaks directly to in the Bible as being very serious and an abomination to Him. Mixing that into the general pot of sin, it's really downplaying the sin. And, the other thing is, when these cardinals and bishops are talking about homosexuality, I don't believe I ever heard one of them, or at least, not the group of modernist bishops, talk anything about, the need for repentance and confession and changing their lives. See, all that's just, pushed off to the side. And, it's not only true with this particular topic, but just with sin in general. These guys don't talk about repentance, or, they talk about putting the cart before the horse. In the case of homosexuality, they do. In other words, we welcome you first and then do what Kupich says, that we need to take people where they are and walk with them. Well, you can do this, if a person's interested in reforming their lives. And that kind of judgment would be, needs to be left to a specific priest. But the thing is, they just never talk about, repentance. They just don't. Well, I think what I'm gonna do here is, I think I was just looking through my Twitter feeds, so I just thought I'd give you a little extra thing here. These are just comments made on Twitter. Facebook blocks Gosnell ads. Labels film about serial killer, abortionist, political speech. All right, so Gosnell is this is a movie that came out that's gotten no. The modern world is just like avoiding this every which way they can. But actually, it's doing pretty well. But, another example of what Facebook does, like, they've got me blocked, and, I'm just one among, really a lot of people. All right, so the next one is disgusting. McElroy, which is Bishop McElroy of San Diego, refuses to be challenged with tough questions on homosexuality in his diocese, using armed security guards to throw out men who literally did nothing but walk in the door. All right, so McElroy is holding a series of meetings around his diocese, and the main topic here is homosexuality. Anyway, previously, he's been having trouble with some people walking in and really, asking him tough questions. So at this point in time, he has armed security guards who, I don't know whether they're recognizing people's faces or they have pictures of them, and they're being asked to leave as soon as they walk in the door. So that's what that is. Another person writes, there's more love for souls and authentic Catholicism in this man's letters than the whole of the Francis Church. And that's a referral to Archbishop Vigano's letter. But I agree with that. There's more love in authentic Catholicism in the Archbishop's letters than there is in the whole of the Francis Church. Then another one here. Data shows 300 women's religious institutes will likely phase out of existence in the next decade. The number of sisters has declined by 75% since 1965, with no change in the trend expected. The sisters have renewed themselves out of existence. And one more. They can just make stuff up, and you are not allowed to defend yourself. That's the way the left rolls now. All right, well, that's enough for this report here. So I made some, or I'm in the process of making some new, 30-second or no longer than 1 minute prayer videos. They don't have music. I got a complaint about that. And so I just dropped the music. And another person said, well, why don't you just pray the St. Michael's prayer? Which I could do. I mean, I don't need a video for that. Well, I think, people come on the channel all the time, and some people really might not know it, so that's one thing. The other thing is I'm going to put up, I think I'm going to have four little videos all together, and I'll just alternate them. But the other prayers you wouldn't be familiar with, so you need a little video for that. Okay, that's it for right now, and enjoy your day or evening, and we'll talk to you later. And I have a new prayer that I just made here this morning, so I'm going to put that up. Okay, bye.